Hey there, Virgo. How are you this morning? My name is Sherilyn, and I am here to do your weekend bonus reading. This one right here is going to be for July 18th, 19th, and 20th. That should be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We're just going to do a Celtic cross to see what Spirit wants to talk about. And at the bottom, we'll pull 2 cards each for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Try to give you some insight as to what could be coming towards you this weekend. Okay? The funny lines right there, I don't know why they're there. I've tried to figure it out. Hopefully I'll get that figured out tomorrow, but today I didn't have time to deal with it anymore, so they're there for today. All right, this one right here is going to be for my Virgos. All right then, let's see what we get, okay? What's your current situation? So you're pulling the Fool. The Fool is really a very positive card, right? It's all about you preparing to take some sort of leap of faith. I heard a reader one time tell me that the Fool was like jumping off a cliff and just praying that you're going to grow wings on the way down. That's a little extreme, but that's kind of what this is about. So sometimes there can be a sense of fear as well as excitement attached to this card. So it's definitely going in a direction that you are not used to, okay? All right, there we go. So what's the obstacle then to the Fool? It is the Four of Swords. This would say that currently you're in some sort of a healing phase or a resting phase. Maybe you feel like you're not ready to take this leap of faith yet. You still have more resting or healing to do. So it's slowing you down and not pushing you along the way. All right, well, let's see what else we get. Okay, so what is it you need to focus on? The Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords, all the cards have a bunch of meanings, but to me it's normally either a lack of trusting, right? A lack of trust in somebody or something, or it can be just a lot of strategy, which kind of boils down also to a lack of trust and a need for control, right? So what you need to focus on, I suppose, is, I guess it's strategy, huh? Well, we are talking to Virgo, right? So I guess you would have to have some strategy involved in whatever you're doing. Doesn't seem like that goes hand in hand with the leap of faith, but we'll see how it plays out. Okay, so what is it you need to leave behind? The Star card. So the Star card usually has something to do with hope and faith, a sense of healing or a sense of balance. So maybe you're harboring far too much hope and faith in something that is no longer serving you. Maybe what you needed to focus on down here was actually figuring out who you can and cannot trust, right? Maybe somebody in your situation right now, you keep giving them another chance, keep giving them more, another chance, another shot. You keep trying to have hope and faith in something that no longer serves you, something that you know you cannot trust, something that's proven that to you. Possibly that's what we're saying here. You're still trying to rest and recover from whatever the last episode was with this person. But now it's time for you to take this leap of faith. Okay, we'll go that way. Okay, so what is your strength here? Your strength is the Nine of Wands. It's the Wounded Warrior card, but what it means is that no matter what they throw at you, no matter what happens, you manage to fight your way through it, get to the other side. It's like it's like a battle where they can't actually conquer you. You know what I'm saying? You still manage to come out the other side. You still make it to the other side of whatever this is. But each time you do that, you come out a little more wounded. This is somebody you cannot trust, and you keep giving them another shot. And you know better. But you have some kind of emotion for this person, so you continue to let them try again. That has to stop, it looks like. All right, what is the near future gut? The Hermit. Well, that's your card anyway, so you're standing in your power in the near future, but it does speak of you pulling your energy back out of this situation to reassess it. I can't help it, Virgo. It feels to me like you absolutely have been through this on repeat. This is somebody that you have dealt with this over and over and over again with, and you know how this is going to end. But you have some kind of emotion or loyalty to this person, so you continue to let them try again, hoping you're for a different outcome, but yeah, there isn't a different outcome with this person, at least not any time in the foreseeable future, not right now. You need to take a leap of faith in a different direction, it looks like. All right, what do we got? What's the advice? Judgment. The advice is for you to call judgment on the situation. I'm sorry. Okay, what is the atmosphere? It is Page of Swords. This is about you finding a sense of clarity. It's also about people, you know, like they say people spying on you, but I wouldn't say spying on you, but it is about you taking a minute to just watch. People will show you who they are. When they do, you're supposed to believe them, you know? Who says that? Maya Angelou. When somebody shows you who they are, believe them. No, I was kidding. But what it's saying is that you need to sit back and not listen to what they say. Watch their actions and go with that, okay? All right, so what is it you're the most afraid of? Queen of Pentacles. This person makes you feel like there's a sense of home with them. You feel comfortable in a way that you're not used to feeling, maybe, or there's just a lot of history here, and it's something you don't want to lose, but you have to balance that out with what you lose on a consistent basis with this person, right? It looks like there's no trust. You know, it looks like it's just on repeat. This person just keeps taking advantage of you, and you keep letting them, is what I see. Okay, that's what I see in these cards. Okay, the outcome in the end is the Nine of Cups. The outcome in the end, I believe, is two things with this card. One is you adjusting what your wish fulfillment is, because I don't believe that it will be the same once you finally turn and go in a different direction away from this person. And I also believe that whatever your new wish fulfillment is, you will attain it, okay? Because the thing holding you back from wish fulfillment now is somehow this person in this repeating cycle. Okay, all right, that is what I see for that. Let's see, what do we got for the days? For Friday, I've got the Queen of Cups and the Three of Swords. There's a ton of heartbreak here, and as the Queen of Cups, you keep excusing this person's bad behavior, and that has to stop. Not just for you, for this person as well. If they're ever going to change this, whatever, cycle of being, it's going to take something changing, and what has to change is you, and then maybe they'll change too, you know what I'm saying? But if you continue to let them back in and do the same thing over and over again, they're going to continue to be the same way. Saturday, I have the Knight of Wands and then the Seven of Pentacles. They're going to do something that really pisses you off, and that's going to have you questioning whether or not you want to reinvest here. There you go. And Sunday, I have the Four of Cups and Temperance. So the Four of Cups is all about you being dissatisfied, disillusioned, and disappointed, right? Which I'm sure you are all three when it comes to this person or the situation with them. Temperance is speaking of there needing to be a sense of healing and balance and patience. It's going to take a lot of patience, not just with this person. It's going to take patience with yourself too, because breaking a cycle is never easy, but it looks like that's what needs to happen in this situation. Okay, I'll pull three more and we'll get out of it. What do you got? The Ten of Wands, the Three of Cups, and the World. With the Ten of Wands, this is a very heavy burden for you, and it's one you need to lay down. You got enough stress in life. You don't need this on top of it, right? The World card would speak of the cycle ending, and that's what needs to happen. This is a repetitive cycle that needs to end, it looks like. And with the Three of Cups, for some of you, this is a third-party situation, or there's a third-party interference somehow that this is part of. For others of you, this is just maybe too much celebrating, too much partying on their part or somebody's part. Could also just be you trying to escape from the reality of all this, you know, not wanting to deal with it. But it's like a Band-Aid. If you deal with it real quick, you'll get past it, maybe. Yeah, that makes sense. Rip it off real fast. All right, you guys, that's what I have for this week. If this is your story, then this is your reading. If it's not, please don't try to make it fit, okay? I read for quite a few people right now. I can't get it. Every reading can't be the one that's for you. So take the parts that resonate, leave the rest, all right? Other than that, go out and make it the best weekend you possibly can. I'll be back on Sunday with weekly readings. I'm here every morning with the daily energy check-ins. Thank you for everything. You guys are amazing. Okay? Take care.